everyone, this is Amy. Welcome today to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I do a very simple floral design using a special brush. Alright, I'm going to be using a number 20, and this is a round brush, and it has snap on it, which I bought it originally, I do believe, for watercolor. I'm using it today with the acrylics. Using a number 8 Deerfoot stippler, and here's another special brush. It's called Flora. It's a number 10 Low Cornell 7930, and then my fine liner by Westonia. All the paints I use today are FolkArt paints, using a mixture of multi-surface and enamels. I will be using autumn leaves, teal, thicket, purple orange, or I'm sorry, pure orange, purple orange, goodness, that'd be interesting, happy green, yellow ochre, and tea berry. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to begin by placing my Flora brush, just dipping it all into the autumn leaves and then into the pure orange, just taking a swipe at it, however I can get it on this brush, because for some reason it seems like it doesn't want to come. Alright, it's very easy. All you're going to do is press down and pull back. Now if you get some little scragglies like what I just did, you just go over it again. If you feel like it's not opaque enough, again, just go over it. Now as far as the amount of petals, that's going to be up to you. I'm just probably shooting for about 4 or 5 petals around each flower. And I want to pull this back towards the center. I'm going to flip it over here too. And just bring it up. And do the same over here. My pure orange is a little thick, so I'm not sure if that's why it's not wanting to move very nicely for me on this project. But if you get parts that aren't covered really well, just go back over them again. That's all you have to do. Okay, and then I'm just going to keep going. Very simple, as you can see. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell before you leave. Also, give me a big thumbs up. And if you would, share this video on your social network with your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate it. And I do like to overlap my flowers a lot. Don't have to do that. You can keep them all separated if you wish. But this is just a great way to just make it more like real life. I really like how these brushes paint, how they handle on the paint, I should say. Probably a proper way of saying it. Let's see, we have what, 4? I'm going to do one more because I like to do my odd numbers. Honestly, if you want to have these more opaque, adding white to them would probably do the job. But I don't really want to add white right now, so Just want to keep them in the orange zone. But if they're like this and you want to go back over them again, give them some dry time, hit it with a heat gun, that type of thing, in order to be able to give them, you know, the dry time that you need in order to cover them back up again, you know, with another layer. Alright, so right now I'm just going to kind of go in here with my little stem, and they don't have to be a specific color, but you can add, you know, I like to add a couple different colors. I just stick my fine liner in the paint, pull it out, roll it a little bit, and maybe just touch it into the next paint, and I'm going to make it like it's a stem for all of them to share. And you can make it thicker like I did up there. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. And then what I'm going to do, because I like to kind of, you know, add just some little lines within. You can do it this direction, or if you want, you can pull them out like that, pull them away from the design or towards the design. That's up to you. And I'll pull some up this direction. Kind of do like a little wavy stem. Over here, do the same over here. Pull it into the flower if you want, which I did, and I pulled out some orange. So again, if you want to avoid that, when you're doing wet on wet, you're going to get that. So if you don't want to do wet on wet, let it have some dry time and layers, and then continue on. Just, even when you're done, you can come out and just do some of these scragglers, and you'll see why. Hopefully I'll remember while I'm painting these why I did these. Alright, so then I'm going to pick up the next brush, which is the round brush. I'm going to dip it into the thicket, and I'm going to tip it into the happy green. Or you can just dip it into the thicket, paint your leaves, and then come back and add the next color if you wish. All you're doing is just pushing down and pulling, pushing down and pulling, push and pull. You just kind of release up when you're done, like that. And we'll leave a few of those out. I'm going to put one in here. If you feel like you got too much green, just go over it. It's up to you. Do that, pull it in. The pressure actually is what makes the difference. So if you put a lot of pressure, you're going to have a bigger, longer leaf. If you put light pressure, it's going to be smaller. Like that. pushing down and pulling back, pushing down and pulling back. Alright, so then I'm going to pick back my little brush again and dip it back into the paints, and then I'll come through and just kind of put little stems into my leaves. I have to keep remembering these are leaves, not the flowers. And I can just come out like this from it if I want to add just a little more detail. Even with this, I can come out like that. Add a little stem. Little stem. I'll just keep doing it. Until we're done. So you can do the lighter or the darker, it just depends on how well they're showing up, or if you want them to show up differently, be more noticeable, or if you want them to, you know, just kind of blend in. And I'm just adding these in just to kind of give it a little bit more color, because you'll see why here in just a second. And you could put these really anywhere you want. You know, just kind of look where you need to add something. Now I'm going to just kind of wipe this brush off. I'm going to come into the teal, stick my brush in like I said I do, and then I'm going to come back in here. I'm just going to give it just a little touch. Make them big or little. Now I'll come over here and do the same thing. And it just makes it, gives a little bit more color, a little bit more interest. But they're not big, they're just real little. Tiny little pieces. And I'm going to come back in here, just turn the brush a little bit. Like I said, and you see spots where you want more, feel free to add more. I am just going to do what I'm seeing right now and leave it at that, because this is my bottle that I use for videos, so we'll just leave it at that. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is stip the top part of the different stippler, the back part into the yellow ochre, tap it on my plate, and I did not give this any dry time, so it could possibly pick up the orange, which is fine. I'm good with that. Not selling the bottle, so it is all good. But just kind of blend it in. We're almost done, guys, so thanks for sticking with me. I just didn't want this other color showing through here, so I can make it a little bit thicker. And there you have it. Almost done. So you can just kind of play with it to get it to be the desired coverage that you wish. Very easy. And just keep in mind that's what my intentions are on this channel. keep it very easy, something that anybody can do. You'll be good to go. And I don't always make my centers the same size. I'm not even shooting for that. Not even trying for that, to be honest with you. All right, we're close to the end. All right, here we go. Like I said, you can give them some dry time and go back over them again if you like. A lot of times I like to add another color. I'm not going to do that with this one, but always add dots or lines, anything like that to kind of make it look different. Alright, here you go. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and before you leave, please share this video on your social network with all your family and friends. I would greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.